Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. Now, before I jump into this video, I just want to put a note up that I'm not affiliated at all with Hasbro or the Power Rangers brand at the time of this recording and when this video goes up, but I do have on pretty good authority why the next season of Power Rangers is titled Dino Fury. That authority is my brain, by the way. So if you are like the many fans out here and Dino Fury came as a shock or maybe a letdown in terms of naming conventions, this video is not to make you feel bad or to discredit those feelings for what America wants to rebrand their Super Sentai seasons. It's just meant as a joke. So hopefully you can take it as that, because I know sometimes it can be a little hard with the jokes. So Dino Fury, a name any longtime fan of Rangers, and no, I'm not talking about those who watched Mighty Morphin and only Mighty Morphin in terms of longtime fans, but those who are familiar with all the seasons, such as the 2008 adaptation of the Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, Jungle Fury. And Dino Fury sounds a little bit too similar. That's not personally my opinion, but collectively what I saw all over Twitter on the day of the announcement, which was also my birthday. Thanks, Ranger Nation. At least it wasn't Dino Force. But there are many reasons why Fury, Dino Fury, was the obvious choice for this season. In the English lexicon of words and naming conventions, there is very little that hasn't been covered to describe a team that is here and that they mean business and, you know, it doesn't sound too goofy to yell out. That's an important one that Super Mega Force probably should have considered before doing any of the things they did that season. Obviously, with this season of Ryusoulger, the main motif is knights. That not do anything for you? I mean, I guess there's also dinosaurs. Since this is slated to become the 4th series featuring dinosaurs, it's pretty obvious that the Dino title was going to be in place. Now, Fury, however, could have ties to a season maybe even similar to Jungle Fury, where your main characters are learning how to control these spirits within them. Or maybe someone owns a pizza shop that they frequent. I don't know. What I'm trying to get at is this Fury business isn't as upsetting as people are claiming it to be. Now, if they named the season Dino RPM, you know, I might be a little more upset, but then again, I would watch the shit of Power Rangers Dino RPM. Now, I know this first reason is more or less to defend the Fury naming convention, but stick with me. This is gonna make sense in a minute. I guess this is actually the first reason, but whatever. When I was growing up, it wasn't until Mystic Force was around the corner that I saw an image online showing the team off before anyone had ever caught wind of it. I printed that picture off and we passed it around the schoolyard like a less crusty and gross, dirty magazine. But what I'm getting at is up until that point, the internet was such a small thing and these small enhancers in our everyday life would only grow. Now, to imagine a site like Twitter that allows you to interact and react to things in real time back in 2000 whatever, there's no way I could have fathomed that. I'm sure more people would have been upset that Mystic Force was the next one being chosen, that they had capes or something, but I was on board. But when you release a show called Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, if you didn't see the logo or the title posted everywhere, you just heard from some random schmuck on the street that said, hey, go check out this new show, and you went to go search for it online, I mean, as the target demographic, you probably don't even know how to spell well, if at all. I'm talking about the kids are the demographic. So having something like Power Rangers Dino Knights or Power Rangers Jurassic Strike, actually that's not bad. Any potential title requires domains and registering and can easily and quickly become a nightmare if not a super well-known combination of words are thrown together. You know, young kids searching for Dino Knights, missing that important K, you know, is now on a dinosaur-themed Pornhub account and all hell breaks loose when mom looks at the internet history and sees this. You know, dad who's already on thin ice because of his crippling addiction to internet pornography is confronted about the relapse he experienced at 2:14 the previous day, and the two, you know, get into another fight, and in the end, the result is dad moves across the country and starts dating a travel agent who smells somewhat of cigarettes, and who now travels with him during his allotted 2 court-appointed visits of the year to see you, all because you wanted to look up that fight scene you saw last week. And because you don't know how to spell. I didn't know how to spell. This probably could have happened to me. That's what I'm trying to say here. And kids just don't know how to spell. And that spells out the greatest threat of all for your parents. People are put in charge of brands now to solely make marketing easier and potentially more viral. I mean, look at Arby's with their constant flood of paper-created advertisements. Simple, shareable, and Arby's doesn't really have to care about the same nerdy, geeky stuff you do in order to impregnate that little brain of yours into thinking Arby's whenever you see a Buster sword now. Yes, I did have Arby's for lunch today. Sometimes companies just want to make their products more user-friendly, and how easily their product can be hashtagged, by which searching and trending can occur. DINOFURY, it's 8 letters, it's easy to spell, easy to spell words. It's an advertiser's wet dream. Not that Power Rangers has a good track record at posting things that actually matter in the community or with their brand. At the end of the day, if you're watching this video, you're probably not the demographic for this show and probably hate seeing me at this point. Well, wouldn't that be crazy if I made it into Power Rangers and you had to watch me every week? Yeah. Dino Fury. Kids are gonna eat that up regardless of if Fury had been used before. Jurassic, probably some sort of copyright nightmarescape. Your internet searches aren't gonna have a very good time competing with that one movie by that guy who probably still hates tokusatsu. But let's not judge a season by a name alone. If we did, none of us probably would have watched RPM or Power Rangers Zeo. What the hell is that? I remember watching at a young age and those crystals came out of nowhere. It was, all right, the season's called Zeo, I guess. The next season could be called Power Rangers, I'm trying to find something here. Power Rangers Meet Mayhem, because of Arby's, the ultimate crossover, Power Rangers and Arby's. That's all for this video. You've earned yourself a gold star for reaching the end. Most others are gonna clip something out of context from the beginning and pretend they watched the whole thing before calling me a dumb. Isn't the internet great? Let's all just go back to the days of printing off pictures of Maji Ranger through our Netscape browsers. For every person who subscribes from this video, I'll make a list of other names for Dino Fury that weren't the ones that I already mentioned. That could be a lot. That could be bad. We'll do it though. Thanks for watching. See you next time.